What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Steve from Printer Gang Investments, back with another video. And the topic of today's video is software season is here. I want to talk about what's been going on with the software trade. You know, we got a lot of shares in Palantir. You know, we do a lot of research on these markets. You know, we did trade Nvda and a lot of the hardware side of AI stocks in their heyday as well. So with that being said, I want to give you my thesis on where I think the market is going. And, you know, I might be wrong, you know what I'm saying? I might be right, but this is just what I'm feeling. So, me personally, it's not just Palantir at this point. If you've been listening to a lot of stock research like Dan Ives, a lot of the analysts that's been bullish AI, they've been telling you that 2025 is going to be software season. It's going to be use case season. A lot of that is because over the past 2 years, we rewarded Nvda heavily for selling all these chips. And they deserved it because their balance sheet went crazy. They started making money hand over fist, put up numbers that we really never seen before. So they deserved every penny of what they got. But the people who were spending the money on the chips, we kind of just gave them the benefit of the doubt. We like, okay, I get it. They're not going to make the most money right now because they're spending tens of billions of dollars, hundreds of billions of dollars on these chips. But we feel like they're going to monetize AI. They're going to get use cases out here. They're going to figure out how to get money back on their investment. So now, here in 2025, it's kind of the put up, shut up year in the AI trade. Like, no more can we just, like, a stock cannot just go up because of an AI story. And if it does just go up because of the AI story alone, it's going to be dangerous. Like, what we're looking for this year is use cases. We're looking at software. Like, I still got hardware like the Nvidias of the world, the Broadcoms of the world, the build out, like the infrastructure plays in AI. But the reason I'm leaning more towards software is because I feel like, well, for one, Dan Ives said it himself, for every dollar we see go to the hardware side, we're going to see a multiplier of $6 to $8 across the software side. So the first blazing example is our favorite stock, Palantir. Palantir is on the software side of AI. They make AIP. You need that to ontologize AI and make it useful at your business. So with that being said, their stocks benefited massively. It's extremely overvalued right now because no other company has a way to ontologize your data, because Palantir is the one came up with the concept of an ontology for data in the first place. But it's not just Palantir. If you look at the cybersecurity side, Cloudflare just blew up. CrowdStrike starting to pop off again. I was reading some fundamentals from Cloudflare. They're starting to put up crazy year-over-year revenue growth numbers. I'm like 27%. Like, they doing what they need to do. And I'll probably do a more in-depth breakdown of Cloudflare. But that's another side. That's software. Salesforce. That's why I'm looking at Salesforce so heavy. They've got AI agents, man. And like I've been telling y'all on this channel, AI agents gonna be game changing. In the past few weeks, I've learned so much more about AI agents. It changes like everything. Like when I first came into it, I thought I needed to know how to computer code. Now I don't. Now I'm deciding. Now I'm hearing people are making agents and having them run off and perform business tasks on their own. So do I want to make agents to sell to other businesses first, or do I want to make agents to improve my personal trading? I actually think I'm gonna try and build some agents to improve my personal trading and investing that I do and show them to y'all on this channel. But I say all that to say it's the software season. It's the software season. You know what I'm saying? Then we got the DeepSeek situation. The DeepSeek situation scared a lot of people with Nvidia, but all it's boiling down to is people might be able to get AI done cheaper without as much Nvidia chips. Is that bearish for Nvidia? It was in the short term, but in the long term, no. Because, well, I ain't gonna say no guarantee because I might be wrong. But what they're saying is, if more people are able to use AI for cheaper, okay, these same, like, most of NVIDIA's money comes from pretty much the Mag 7, probably a few other companies. So what they're saying is if the cost of AI dropped through the floor, it'd be way more than just the Mag 7 spending with NVIDIA's, and that would make up for the chip demand. So I think NVIDIA be straight. I think AMD be straight. But if you really want massive gains, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if the hardware side is it. Like, I like the hardware side. I'm investing in the hardware side myself. But I'm just really way more interested in software this year. I'm way more interested in software this year. MongoDB finally popped off. I've been watching MongoDB for 2 years. Dan I's been screaming MongoDB for 2 years. It ain't been doing it, but Dan I's keep screaming it anyway. So I've been watching it. It's like, I don't know if we're going to trade that or not, but what I'm telling people is, I don't want you guys to get distracted by what you've seen Nvidia do, because I'm looking at a lot of my fellow investors, especially a lot of my beginner investors, man. You know what I'm saying? They getting distracted because they saw Nvidia do all that. Yeah, Nvidia went from 100, 150. I called it like 150, 200, and it went from that to almost 1,500, 1,400. It's 140 after the stock split, 20 to 140 right now. So I get it, but that type of growth is like once in a lifetime growth. Like, that's why Nvidia was such a good trade. It's very rare to see a company that big do what, 7-10 times the money. That's not normal at all. And now they're an even bigger company. So to see a company that big do 10 times the money in a year, that's just damn near impossible. I just gotta go and say it. If they do it, I got Nvidia shares and I will be crying tears of joy. But I seriously doubt they could pull that off again. I'm looking more of Nvidia as the type of player I want to stack up, and have a lot of it, because in the future it's going to go to 800 at some point. Do I think it's going to go from where it's at to 800 this year? No. But if it does, we got the shares. You see what I'm saying? But I'm looking more at the software side, because that's who's going to be getting the money. Even if you look at the Mag 7, the Mag 7s that's holding up the most decent right now would be the ones that didn't spend a lot of money on chips. Look at Facebook. You see what I'm saying? Look at and I gotta check Facebook's CapEx, because I know they spent some money on chips, but I don't think they spent as much as everybody else. Apple didn't spend a lot of money on chips. So when DeepSeek came out, they actually went up. So, you know, things are changing, and I just want to let my subscribers know, like, we still like software, we still like the infrastructure build outside of AI, but I'm thinking it's use case season. If you want to, you know, you could watch some of my old videos. I was talking about this like middle of last year before it popped off, like early last year before it popped off. So, you know, that's just where I'm at with it. Now, on the hardware side, there is one undervalued stock, but you got to take a massive risk that I don't necessarily know if people want to do. And that's Supermicro man. Supermicro man. I'm mad at Supermicro. I called Supermicro back in the day in 2023 when it did that run, and it blew up in 2024. We didn't have no options on it, just shares, so we made some little money on the shares. But thank God we was underweight the position, because later last year they announced that they might be capped, the entire company. You know, we don't play them Enron games over here at Printer Gang Investments. You know, we was watching the Enron documentary as a child. We know what that's like, so I don't think they doing that. And people are actually saying, a lot of accountants are saying Supermicro is not as bad as y'all making it out, so the stock could moon. But due to the fact people are doubting their accounting, they're technically the only undervalued hardware AI stock left, but you got to take the risk of the company doing fraud. So, you know, I traded with some call options last week, made some money, but I wouldn't necessarily buy a large share position because I'm scared of that. Not even gonna lie. As much as I talk about other people being scared of taking risks, it's certain risks that I be scared of. Stuff like that I be scared of. Most pharmaceutical stocks I'm scared of, like, other than like a Tempest AI or Eli Lilly. Like, I don't trade small pharmaceutical stocks because I don't know whether they're gonna pass clinical trials or not. I stick away. I don't do things that I can't do or I'm not good at. You see what I'm saying? But I just want everybody to, you know, take this quick reminder, look over your portfolios. There's nothing wrong with your hardware trades, nothing wrong with your AMDs, your Nvidias, your Broadcoms, your Taiwan Semiconductors, nothing wrong with none of those. I still like all of that. But I feel like the outperformance might be elsewhere this year. And, you know, I just had to take a little video to talk about it. And it's your boy Steve from Printing Gang Investments. I'm going to see y'all in the next video.